Yes!
John Martyries just subscribed. Based.
Yes!
Squirk just subscribed. This.
Yes!
Black Steve 92 just subscribed.
Yes!
7 Decibel just subscribed. UUAEEOO.
Yes!
Dr_Brewer just subscribed.
yes!
Butterswith4 just subscribed.
Ape, yes!
Reflexin just subscribed. This is the Drayano Gauntlet for
the CALCS
brought ruin to our world. Our proud people became refugees. And yet, they could not shatter our unity. For we are bound by
vibes-based nuzlocking.
the sacred union of our every thought and emotion. We retake our home world. And with it, our legacy.
Welcome in, everybody, to the Drayano Gauntlet grand finale. Hope y'all enjoyed the cinema. You know how we do. If you're new here, I cook one of those up every Elite Four. We are all about the cinema in here. I'm going to be completely real with y'all. My heart is racing right now. It's, we're at the end. And I'm just so terrified not exactly knowing the outcome. No calcs. Just vibes. This is it. As you saw, though, we got a bit of a wild team today. So basically, my goal with this cook was to bring my favorite guys from the run. Because we had some absolute heroes. And I had to make sure that they came with us. So, of course, we got to start with Jolteon. Right before Berg, we pulled the Gardens. I wanted the Eevee so badly because I had never seen it before. And it answered. We got it. And we decided to go Jolteon. Now, don't quote me on this, but if I'm not mistaken, I also think this might be, if we win, the first ever champed evolution in Redux.
Yes.
Possibly. I've never even seen anyone get this encounter. So continuing on, we have an unlikely hero who is going to do some really, really fun stuff today. And it is the Mon I used my Master Ball on. I didn't really expect this one to come into the cooks like it did, but it just kind of worked out.
Yes.
Flare Boost Driftblim. Why did I use my Master Ball on this, you might ask? Because it has Explosion. I did not want to lose an encounter because every encounter matters in this game. So we Master Balled it. It didn't really do much, but it's going to do a lot today.
Yes.
My favorite cook of today is probably the one involving this. And it has Flare Boost, which is basically special guts if you're burnt. So this one's a lot of fun. You're typically bringing at least one ghost to this E4. I had this or Jellison and Driftblim.
Yes.
The Driftblim's will go for the day. The final encounter of the game, Victory Road.
Yes.
Absol. Now, before we slot this into the party, I just want you to see this Absol real quick. I was on a bit of a dry spell encounters-wise. They weren't really super hitting. And then this boy, or this girl came in to answer. Naughty Nature, 17 attack, 31 speed. Justified ability. This thing is an absolute demon. Again, Dark types. Another pretty constant in a Redux E4. And this is a damn good one. I'm really, really happy about this thing. This also is going to do quite a bit for me today. Really, really nice Absol. So Absol, get on in. Next in line, another unlikely hero of the run. I was actually pretty bummed to get this encounter. So throughout the whole game, I only encountered one fighting type ever, and it was my Hidden Grotto. And it was Conk. And I just kept telling myself, dude, I need more fighters. I need more fighters. One isn't enough. I never got another fighter. I was going for a Mienfu, and I instead got Magcargo. This was in Reversal Mountain. Again, I was a little disappointed about this, but in the late game, oh, this started going crazy for me. This started going absolutely crazy for me. You already know we're going to be clicking a little bit of Shell Smash out here. And Solid Rock is so, so, so important. I was disappointed I didn't get Simple, but Solid Rock is actually what we need today. If it was not Solid Rock, I don't think it'd be coming with us. And then just a good old reliable throughout the entire run. All the way since Renplat, this thing has just gone crazy for me. Good old Meganium. Meganium and Altaria were relatively interchangeable. They were fighting for a spot. But after Altaria putting in just an absolute generational shift to literally save the run, I had a 2 in 3 chance to lose, and Altaria woke up turn 1. I'm going to give Altaria a little rest, and we're going to bring Meganium with us. And finally, no surprise on this last one, the undisputed champion of the run since the very beginning. This attempt is so old that the Beldum routing wasn't even a thing yet, all right? Back in my day, we were still routing for Magnemite. I had great dupes for it. All I was really missing was Magby and a few 5%ers. And we actually hit a 5%er. We got the Kling Kling. This has not stopped putting in work. The entire run. Every difficult fight. Every time I get stuck, Kling Kling comes to save me. Once again. It is so incredible. And yes, for whatever reason, in every game, I get a million Relaxed Nature Mons. So in true fashion, this is Relaxed Nature. Kling Klang is not done yet. It has a ton of work to do today. So that is the team. And now we got to go run a few errands. So first, I don't even think everyone's level capped yet. Yep, let's get them all capped off to 78. Dude, I haven't been this nervous for an Elite Four in a hot minute. Also, Peachow, thank you so much for the raid, man. Glad you could be here, dude. I know you like StarCraft a lot, so I hope you like the opener. Hope y'all enjoyed that. I always have fun cooking those. I may have fun cooking, more fun cooking those than I do with the actual E4. Alright, let's get everyone leveled up. You know I love my Blizzard cinematics. So those who are not familiar with what's going on, who might be new, we are playing 4 difficult ROM hacks as Hardcore Nuzlockes. If I lose in any of them, I have to go back to the very beginning. We're not using a damage calculator. I typically do, but we have not been using the calculator for this. This is the Drayano Gauntlet. Grand finale. Alright, we don't have too much move tutoring to do, actually. I think there's actually only one tutor we need to go visit. Alright. We need to take a quick flight. Yeah, I think the only one we need is in Lentimos Town. God, I love this song. Perfect little calm before the storm. Alright, we are going to be picking up Dark Pulse for Absol. Okay, Dark Pulse for you. We can drop Thunderbolt. And I believe that is it for tutors. Check my notes here. Give me one sec here. Alright, cool. If I win today, I will be the 4th person to complete the gauntlet. So number 1 was Udai, otherwise known as Anti. And then right after that was Burrito. And then my goat Ned. So hoping to join those guys today, if all goes well. Alright. Let's head back. And start doing some move relearners. So we're not going to be able to use, I believe you can't use the PC at all once you're inside, which makes sense. So we got to make sure all the sets are absolutely correct. Alright. Yeah, it's really funny to me that this run is so old. It's taken so long that no Beldum. Alright, we need Nuzzle on Jolteon. Cool. Alright, Jolteon's set is almost good. We'll do all our relearn moves first, and then we can do TMs. Driftblim, you're getting a few things. You are getting Tailwind. Oh, yeah. This is going to be the first no Victini E4, huh? I didn't even get Victini. I didn't want to mess with it. I don't think I had the box for it. Also, the one of the toughest things was losing Volcarona. So I lost my level 75, I think, Volcarona to a level 50 Charizard. Don't ask how. That probably would have made the gut today. Alright, and then we need Air Cutter. Big Air Cutter. Yeah, it was the lefties fight. It was indeed the lefties fight. Alright, Mag Cargo. We need, you guessed it, Flame Burst. Specifically Flame Burst, not Lava Plume. We'll talk about why when we get to that point. It has to be Flame Burst. And then we get another one for big mag cargo. Obviously, we're running Shell Smash, baby. Come on. It ain't a mag cargo if it ain't smashing shells, right? Okay. Meganium. You need Growl. Oh, you already have it. Alright, Synthesis. Magic Coat. And then you're gonna get Protect. And I think Kling Klang is already good to go. Yeah, Klinkleesy's all good. I don't have any packs on me, unfortunately. Alright, Jolteon needs a TM. So Jolteon needs a Shadow Ball. Where's the Hawaiian shirt today? I thought I'd change it up a little bit today, you know? New era, new me. I have some PP restoring items, not a ton. I think I should have enough. Because apparently you can't buy, he can't buy ethers or elixirs. Alright, Shadow Ball. And then Protect. Lots of Protects. And then we're going to make sure to PP max absolutely everything. Yeah, Kling Klang doesn't need Protect for this first fight. You do have access to infinite PP maxes. You can buy those. I actually might need to buy more. We'll see. No, we should be fine. Alright. And then we'll do items. Definitely need those shift gears. Okay. So, we want Expert Belt on Jolteon. Flame Orb on Drifblim for the Flare boost. And another interesting little use case. Oh, we have to go buy some mail for Absol. We'll talk about that. If you've seen one of these Z4s, you know what the mail's for. This can be lefties. We got to go to the post office. We got something super funny. Let's grab something to fly with real quick. The funny mail tech. Does this have fly? This can get fly. We'll take one last ride with Altaria. Ned, what's good, goat? We're going to get some mail, dude. You know what's up. You know what we're doing. Hey, before we get this mail, I'll be right back in just a few minutes. I gotta use the bathroom really bad. I will be right back. We're back. All right, we are going to buy some mail. Which mail do we want to get? Let's do thanks mail. Thanks for the dub, you know? Yeah. Exactly. It's like saying GG's. Yep. This is the GG's mail. Alright, the mail goes on Absol. Oh yeah, Tara, the one mail. Oh, you have to fill it out. Thank you for taking your time with... Thank you for taking your time with... Okay, yeah, we're gonna do drooling. Thank you for taking your time with drooling. It was so blank I was moved. Yeah, I kind of forgot you have to fill mail out. Is easy an option? Alright, we're just gonna say incredible. It really doesn't matter what the mail says. We should blank together. Gulp. We should friend code together. Again. Good luck. Signed? Do you just sign it by... Oh. Do we have to fill that out? Yeah, Moxi. Boom, we got our mail. All right, let's fly back, edge everything, double check, and then we go in. Wait, I'll buy healing items too. Mail only on Absol, don't I need it on both slots? We'll talk about that. We'll talk about that when we get inside. There's a reason it's only on one slot. Alright. So for PP Restoration, we really don't have much. I don't think I'll need it. Let's see. 2 elixirs. 1 max elixir, 1 max ether. I think that's fine. Wait, in this game, can you do the tech where you reteach a TM and you get all the PP back for it? Wait, let me think if I actually... There's some optional rangers that you can get lepa berries from. Let me think. Yeah, we should be okay. I think we'll be fine. Alright, let's get my cargo back in. We're going to edge everything. So everything's going to be a hair from leveling up. Alright. Expert belt. Good. This guy doesn't need an item for the first fight. Okay. Yeah, we'll hit the Pokemon Center to get PP for fresh moves. I tell you what, man, this whole CALCS Drayano Gauntlet has just been one long, endless paranoia trip. I have never been more paranoid. Is this a range? Does this kill? Do I bait this? Am I dead to this? I gotta end this thing today, man. I can't take this anymore. I gotta end this today. The paranoia is eating me alive. And I have missed ranges and lost really good mons to it too. I've missed stuff by a hair and lost stuff. Alright, one more quick look. And then we go in. Alright, we're ready. Once we go in, you know the deal, we can't turn around. You must keep battling until you defeat them all, or are defeated yourself. Do you want to go in? Let's go. That's it. If I forgot anything, if I messed anything up, it's too late now. So you can't do any pre-damage, pre-status, nothing like that for the first fight. But anything after that you can keep. So you can use the fights for pre-damage, pre-status, etc., and we are going to be using that. That is going to matter. Alright, so first, we do the triple battle. So Chantal, you're up. There's one triple, two doubles, one single, and then the champion is a single. So this one, there's just a lot of different end games we can have because we have a lot of like 50-50 bait situations. So there's definitely better ones than others. All right. This is the beginning of the end, folks. First Elite Four member of the final Elite Four, hopefully ever, of the Drayano Gauntlet. Woo! Let's go. All right, triple battle. So, to start this off, it's all about controlling Miss Magius. This thing is an incredible demon to deal with. So what we're going to do is try to take it out as soon as possible. So Expert Belt Shadow Ball should be a nice and easy 2-hit KO. So from this position, Miss Magius could either Shadow Ball single target into Jolteon or Drifblim. I suspect it might be a range, might even see a kill on Drifblim, which would be great. If it Dazzling Gleams, it can't hit Absol. Absol's out of range. And it also has Nasty Plot, so I think it is quite likely to set up. That's best case scenario. I don't think Jolteon can die at all here. Jolteon naturally has really good special defense, and unboosted Miss Magius isn't that threatening. So a Dazzling Gleam or a nasty plot. It's possible Drifblim is just dead and just straight up baits a kill. Gengar is really, really threatening as well. It's holding a life orb. So Gengar almost certainly kills kills Drifblim with Shadow Ball. And then Aura Sphere into Absol, I think, sees a kill too. I really, really, really don't think Jolteon baits a kill. I don't see it. There's nothing super effective. Jolteon has that beautiful special bulk. So Gengar should just whiff here. So we protect. And we don't want to kill Gengar yet. We could just throw out a Sucker Punch and take care of it now. But we don't want to bait anything until Miss Magius is gone. So we're going to double protect. Jolteon's going to take the first hit. Okay, here we go. I don't want to see a Shadow Ball in the Jolteon. I mean, maybe I'm dead to crit. Sableye whiffs the trick. With Expert Belt, this should be a nice 2-hit KO here. Okay, beautiful. It is Focus Sash, so crit wouldn't matter. Okay, perfect. Gengar whiffs. Let's go, baby! Okay, nasty plots. Best case scenario. Perfect. Perfect, perfect, perfect. Okay, now we have a really explosive turn here. Jolteon is going to go ahead and finish off Miss Magius. And Drifblim is going to take this chance to now set up Tailwind. The only one who needs the Tailwind for now is Drifblim, and then later some of the guys in the back will need it. And Absol can Sucker Punch, and this will almost certainly just tear Gengar apart. Now, one thing to keep in mind. What about Sableye? What am I doing with Sableye? This is why we check the mail. So there is a weird little interaction. If you are holding mail, Sableye will keep trying to trick the mail, and it'll keep failing. We've seen this play out in 3 different E4s now, so this is a proven tactic. I'm not worried about anything weird happening with it. So Absol should keep baiting tricks out of Sableye. So what about Drifblim? Drifblim's not holding mail. You have a Flame Orb. Shouts out to my goat Gongus for this one. So Gongus confirmed for me that if you're holding a small list of negative items, Flame Orb being one of those, think like Toxic Orb, Sticky Barb, Sableye's also not going to want to steal those. So Drifblim should be safe here. It should be safe because of the Flame Orb. So Sableye should effectively be completely useless and just keep whiffing. So Absol should be safe now to Sucker Punch Gengar. So we should see 2 bodies drop here, and my team should be completely unscathed. Okay, Gengar should definitely die. Yup. Wasn't worried about that one at all. 130 base attack with a Naughty Nature. No shot that guy lives. Jolteon, of course, outspeeds Absol. Everyone gets their level ups from the edging. Okay, nice. Trick fails. Perfect. Miss Magius goes down. Okay, now this is where things can start to get weird. There's a lot of 50-50 baiting situations. So let's see what we got. This is where it can get scary. And finally we get our Tailwind up. And Flare Boost is online, so I do have Special Guts. I'm getting the same boost I would get from Guts, except for Special. Golurk in the middle. Jellicent. Okay. Let's see now. I think Jellicent probably sees a range into Drifblim. I want to say maybe a range. My Drifblim has really low special defense, and it's also minus Spadef nature. Golurk, I would think, sees high horsepower straight up kill in the Jolteon, and it definitely sees kill into Drifblim. I think Absol's fine, because there's no super effective moves. Yeah, this doesn't have like Drain Punch or anything. I'm thinking it's either Shadow Punch into Drifblim or high horsepower in the Jolteon. Yeah. Okay. This is one of the better lines. So I'm going to Volt Switch Jellicent to get Jolteon out of there. And then we're going to protect on the other 2 for now. If Golurk goes into Jolteon with a high horsepower, I got something for that. I don't want Jelly to die here. I would guess it's dead to crit. It's definitely not going to die to non-crit. Whoa, I have an expert. Yeah, it'd only be dead to crit. I don't want to crit this. Perfect. Yeah, it was definitely dead to crit. I don't want Chandelure coming in yet. Okay, this is a good turn. Jelly should also be likely to just Icy Wind here. Yeah, there's the Icy Wind. That's fine. We have Tailwind up, so Kling Klang is super chilling. Alright, Golurk, what's your move? High horsepower or Shadow Punch, right? Boom! High horsepower right into Levitate. Perfect. Sableye is going to continue to be useless, and now we can take both of these guys out. We have a wide lens, so we can never miss Gear Grind. It's 95% accurate, so that 10% boost gets me to 100. So we're going to double in the Golurk. We're going to Gear Grind. Actually... let me see. I could either Wild Charge... So Absol is going to Sucker Punch Golurk and take a huge chunk out of it. And then I need one of my other Mons to finish it off. And then the other has to finish Jelly. Would a non-stab Wild Charge or a Flare Boost boosted Shadow Ball from Drifblim be better than the Jellicent? Jellicent does have really strong Spadef. I think... I don't know if it even matters. Yeah. I think we Gear Grind Golurk. We Shadow Ball in the Jelly. And then we Sucker into Golurk. There's no recoil on Wild Charge in this game. Okay, nice. Sableye whiffs the Prankster trick. This should do it, man. I'm also a plus Spatic Nature. Nice. Then Gear Grind can never miss because I have the wide lens. And then we should take out Golurk nice and comfy here. There's no Curse Body. It's a Water Absorbed Jellicent. Nice. Okay, all that's left now is the Chandelure. And we can just continue to leave Sableye alone. Oh, actually... One thing I kind of didn't think about... At some point, Sableye is going to see a kill in the Drifblim. It has Shadow Claw. I'm assuming it can go for a kill over the trick in the mail, right? I think Kling Klang and Absol can just double in the Shandy and take it out, and Drifblim can protect. I think that's fine. I think that's okay. There's no reason to risk this. Yeah, we can... It's an Air Balloon Shandy, so we can Wild Charge. This doesn't have recoil. We can Wild Charge Shandy. We can Protect. And then again, Sucker is... I mean, low-key, I wonder if Sucker just kills the Shandy. Yo, that's right. I can just break the balloon. Yeah. Because Absol's going to go first, right? There's actually no reason not to high horsepower here. I think Sucker might just kill it, though. Yeah, this is a safe turn. I'm going to protect just in case. Yeah, I didn't think about that. I'm not sure if it's like hard-coded to keep going for the mail. Alright. Let's do move selects one more time. High horsepower in the Chandelier. We protect on Driftbloom just in case. And then we Sucker Punch. Nice. That breaks the balloon. So high horsepower can hit now. Oh, so close. Okay, so it's a range. Oh, dude, that had to have been like a super low roll, right? Alright, let's see what Sableye does here. Okay, so it did go for Shadow Claw. So that means it has at least a killing roll, right? Okay, Tailwind is done. Let's see. Let's just toss out a Wild Charge into the Abyss. Let's get this guy out of here. Let's go Meganium. I can just foul play the Sableye. I don't want to sucker in case it does go for Trick again. Meganium should be able to eat this up. I guess I have no attacking moves on Meganium. It's not a big deal. Let's just growl. I don't want to waste any other PP. We saw that Shadow Claw. I'm definitely not dead to crit. And then we can just foul play again. Okay, so he no longer sees any kills, so he's back to trying to trick the male. It doesn't really matter on Klinkling. I don't need a bunch of Wild Charge PP. That's why I'm using Wild Charge. We'll need more suckers, so we can use up our... We can even use up Dark Pulse here. Oh. I mean, sure. Doesn't really matter. And that's Chantal. Yeah, so Dark Pulse was there because there are some situations where Absol has to hit the far left slot depending on the baiting. And as we know, Pulse moves can hit anywhere in a triple battle. They have long range. My leftovers! God, triple battles are so nerve-wracking. We should get our leftovers back. It's not great if we don't. Yeah, or is it back? Gulp. Alright, cool, we get it back. Alright, let's prepare for the next one. Alright. Heal everybody up. We want to be full health on everyone for this one. We don't need any pre-damage just yet. Well, yeah, we don't need any yet. Caitlyn is last, and for good reason. Caitlyn, to be frank with y'all, terrifies me. There's a reason Caitlyn got to be the Ultralisk in the opening cinematic. She is the one I'm by far the most worried about. Basic, we'll talk about it when we get there, but I am very concerned about Caitlyn. Alright. Wide lens goes on Drifblim. I'm a little freaked out by this one too. Not as much so. We're going to go Sticky Barb on Mag Cargo. This might not matter. It's just a little bit of a safety blanket for what we're trying to do here. Jolteon can be Magnet. It shouldn't matter. Doesn't hurt. And then we need Thunderbolt back on Jolteon. We don't need Shadow Ball anymore. And then, my favorite one, and the reason why this is possibly my favorite cook of the C4, one of my favorite ever to be honest, this one's diabolical. Psych Up for Drifblim. We're doing something super cool with this one. We can get rid of Shadow Ball for now. Y'all are gonna love this one, if it works. We can do... Kling can just be like EXP share. Meganium can just stay lefties. Absol can honestly just keep the male because it's funny. Yeah, as you can see, Drifblim is still burnt, and we want it to stay burnt. So you can't pre-damage for the first fight of the Elite Four, but once you're in, you can retain any pre-statuses or pre-damages from the prior fight. So we essentially used Chantal as a free pre-burn for this fight. Because we want that flare boost. Okay, it's the right room. I like the way Marshall lands like on one knee. This guy is crazy. Yeah, I know Absol has the mail. We're just gonna leave it there for the lulz. Its item really doesn't matter. This superhero landing, yeah. Guy thinks he's him. Alright. One more time. I taught Psych Up, right? Not like Psychic or something? Yeah. Alright, let's do it. Member number 2. One of 2 double battles. This guy was also a pretty tough cook, but once it fell together really nicely. I'm making a few kind of ballsy assumptions, But this is where I think Solid Rock is really going to come in handy on Mag Cargo. So, as you can probably guess, both of Marshall's guys both have close combat. Strongest fighting move ever, right? This Intimidate does not matter. So, Absol is definitely dead. Absol is very dead. Absol is super frail. Mag Cargo is also weak to close combat, so how's it not dead? So, 1, Mag Cargo is buffed in this game. It gets the Drayano buff pack in like every game it's in. So it has, I believe, 140 base defense. My Mag Cargo has a plus defense impish nature. And we have Solid Rock, which is going to cut down that super effective damage. So all of those things combined, I am so chilling. Like, there is no shot they see kill on me. Mag Cargo absolutely is not dead here. Like, I will bet money on this. I am not worried about this one at all. So Absol is going to protect. We're going to bait kills in the Absol and protect. Giga Mag Cargo should just be chilling. They should just ignore it. We need to break Ape's Focus Sash. So this is where Flame Burst comes into play. Originally, I was looking at Lava Plume or even like Heat Wave with Wide Lens, which can still miss. The issue is we don't want to burn Hitmontop. We'll talk about that when we get there. So we essentially need to get a little bit of chip on Hitmontop and break the Sash and Infernape. We don't have to get the chip on Hitmontop, but we might as well, right? Like, there's no reason not to. So we have a bunch of spread moves, so this is the one that checks the boxes. Alright, they should double into Absol. So Flame Burst is going to hit Hitmontop and then throw out a tiny little spark into Infernape, just enough to break the Sash. There's no way they see kill on Mag Cargo, bro. There's absolutely no way. Solid Rock, Impish Nature, 140 base defense. Cake. Alright, we get a little bit of chippage. And then Infernape's Sash is broken as well. What's the Sticky Barb for? So now, at some point, we are going to want to bait a kill in the Mag Cargo. Not yet, though. The Sticky Barb might not be necessary. It's just a little bit of extra to make absolutely sure we do it. We are setting a trap. Mag Cargo should still be fine. So now Absol can switch into Drifblim. And we're going to Shell Smash. I'm a little nervous about this one. I think with the Sticky Barb chip, we're still safe. Yeah, I don't think that's going to put us in kill range yet. I don't think so. Not with Solid Rock. Fuck, I'm nervous. No, Mag Cargo's got it. Absol on the Drifblim on the CCs for free. And then we Shell Smash. They should both whiff into Drifblim. And we've retained our Flame Orb burn from the prior fight. Boom, we get a Shell Smash. Our defense and our special defense drop, and we get sharp boosts to all of our offense and speed. This is a classic sweep move on Mag Cargo. We've used it many times. But this time, it's a little bit different. Mag Cargo is actually playing support. Mag Cargo is not the main character this time. Alright, Sticky Barb ticks again, giving us a little more chip. So now we have several chips of Sticky Barb, and we are -1 defense, -1 special defense. So now, Mag Cargo should be baiting a kill, right? Drifblim is definitely fine. They don't have any... I mean, there's Ice Punch on Hitmontop. Drifblim has so much HP. Hitmontop doesn't hit that hard. Infernape, you got Thunder Punch. It's not Iron Fist. So they should now double in the mag cargo is the idea. So I don't know if the sticky bar mattered there, but I figured, hey, why not? Anything we can do to make sure that we bait those kills. So now for the fun part. Drifblim is going to use Psych Up to copy those Shell Smash boosts off of mag cargo. And then we're going to bait those kills and protect. Okay. Perfect. Drifblim's going to the moon, baby. Drifblim is now +2 speed, +2 to both its offenses, and we still have the flare boost from the burn. Drifblim is going to be blowing up anything. Drifblim does also copy the defense drops, but nothing should be able to touch Drifblim. And now it's go time. This is why we use Air Cutter, because it's a spread move. Air Cutter's 95% accurate, but we have the wide lens, so we can never miss. So we're going to blow both of them up. Infernape's Sash is broken. Magcargo's getting out of there. Into Jolteon. Alright, let's rip it. There's no way they live. They're simply just dead. That Master Ball sure was worth it, huh? My one Master Ball. Okay, I don't think we really care what we bait at this point. There is some priority in the back, but it's Mach Punches. There's Bullet Punch on Toxicroak, but, like, we're fine. Yeah, they got nothing that can stop me. We Air Cutter again. And then we can just help out on Lucario, because it's only going to hit Lucario for neutral, because he is part Steel type. So this should shore up any sort of little difference there. Magnet Thunderbolt. Man, Lucario took that surprisingly well. Jolteon will finish it off. Okay, Drift. It's Breloom and Conk in the back. They're gonna die too. It's a Guts Flame Orb Conk with no Protect. They both have Mach Punches. Again, they can't touch Drifblim. I'm just gonna protect on Jolteon. There's no reason to really attack here. So we're gonna rip another Air Cutter, and we're just gonna protect. Okay. And then they're both dead. It's Koba Berry. It doesn't matter. Breloom's 4 times weak to flying, brother. I don't think your little Koba Berry matters in the slightest. Like, it simply does not matter. And that's Marshall. I really liked that strategy. I was super pumped to come up with that one. I was a little scared with the Mag Cargo stuff, but like, I don't know, man. Solid Rock is kind of broken on him on like this. We always need one of those per E4, Drew. Alright. We're gonna do the single battle now. Grimsley. Alright, let's see. Take off the sticky bar. We're done with that. No, this isn't like Black and White 1, so you go straight to Champion after this. You don't get access to the box again. You don't go to like End's Castle or anything like that. Alright, let's see. We want wide lens on Klinkling. Driftblim doesn't need to be burnt anymore. I'm keeping the pre-damage. We'll talk about that on Caitlyn. That is probably the thing I'm like the most scared of. Oh wait, not potion. Just Rostberry. Yeah, wide lens has been one of the highest value items for me this run because I've used Klinkling so much. High horsepower is 95 AC and gear grind's 95 AC, so we've really needed it a lot. Yeah, we're just healing the burn. We can leave Mag Cargo chipped. I'm just trying to bait a move with Mag Cargo, and if it's at full, I feel like I might not. I mean, I probably still do. Okay, let's see. EXP share on someone can be like, I guess Absol? No reason not to, right? Well, actually, maybe I just don't go EXP share. Yeah, getting a level up on Klinkling is probably helpful. Also, I don't really need Magic Coat. I could go Reflect. Like, Magic Coat's kind of there as like a what if. No, I can keep it. It's fine. And yeah, for anyone who's wondering, I'm playing this with standard Drayano Gauntlet rules, so no calculator. This is all just off the dome. Which is why some of the Caitlyn stuff is going to get really scary. Alright, let's go to Grimsley's room. So might as well save. Let's see. Gotta count some PP. I meant to write this down before, but I forgot. Knockoff is 20. EQ is obviously just 10. Close combat is 5. Stealth Rock is 20. You know what? So Mag Cargo needs to bait an Earthquake. This Crocodile also has CC. I'm going to be going in the Klinklang. I'll just go full. Earthquake should kill, man. I'm 4 times weak and it's a Crocodile. I don't want to risk a CC coming out. It's kind of annoying if it ends up not seeing Earthquake. I think it's fine. It's a little awkward if it doesn't. I'll take my chances, though. That's better than baiting a CC into my guy. Yeah, no type resist berries are available, unfortunately. So I can't go like Chopple. Alright. Grimsley, the one single battle before champion. Alright, get your snacks, get a beverage, get comfortable. Whew. So we are going to be PP stalling Crocodile. It's not going to be a full stall down to struggle. Okay. So first things first, Mag Cargo needs to bait an Earthquake kill out of Crocodile. I am 4 times weak. I am a little worried because of Mag Cargo's insane bulk paired with solid rock that maybe I don't, but nah, there's no way. The alternative would be Stealth Rocks, which Stealth Rocks are going to go up, but I'd rather do a little thing first. So let's just say this is Earthquake, right? We're going to bait an Earthquake into Kling Kling who has Levitate. So let's see the Earthquake come out, and then I'll yap about it. Beautiful. Boom. We have activated ability storage. So for a certain set of immunity abilities, not all of them, but Levitate is one of those abilities, it will trigger ability storage. So essentially, Levitate is stored on my slot. So Crocodile is now going to think everything in my party has Levitate, and it should stop clicking Earthquake until it is out of every other move. What can get rid of the ability storage, though, is if another ability pop-up happens on my side. But I don't have there's no other pop-ups that should happen. So Earthquake is effectively disabled until we've installed Crocodile out of everything else. Now, we can go Meganium. So this guy has Stealth Rock, Close Combat, and Knockoff. We do have the leftovers. We're not going to have it for too long. So disabling Earthquake is big, because while Meganium does resist it, a crit Earthquake still hurts a lot, because it is a Crocodile. So we're going to start with some Growls. Some Protects and some Growls. We can just Growl first. Yeah, there goes my lefties. This is the best attack dropping move Meganium has. It doesn't get like Charm or anything. We can just rotate now. That's one knockoff out of 20. Alright, CC. Meganium's typing is absolutely key here. We do resist Crocodile's entire set because we're Fairy and Grass. And also Meganium is just an absolute bulky beast. Go and protect. I'm going to pop one Synthesis here. I'm not going to get greedy. Just in case I catch like a stray crit or something. Alright, that's 3 CCs. He's got 2 left. So Altaria was going to do this job. But I just felt like Meganium was a little more comfortable in case something weird happened. Just being able to resist the entire set. Alright, let's go ahead and protect again. Alright, he's got 1 more CC left. Okay, rocks. So he's used 2 rocks, right? So he should have 18 left. Is he out of CC? That was 4 CCs, right? He should have 1 more close combat. Is he out? Yeah, I guess I'll just go ahead and pop a Magic Coat. So Magic Coat will reflect the rocks back. It has priority as well. We don't need the rocks, but it's like, why not? It's just a move I can stall with too. I guess he's out. I don't know, that seems weird. I don't think I really need to count the stealth rocks, right? I can just keep going until it starts hitting knockoffs. So the reason we gotta stall him out of knockoffs too is not just because of crits hitting through into Kling Klang, but we can't lose our wide lens. We don't want to lose our wide lens. Stealth Rocks is also a bit of a contingency because there's one sashed Pokemon in the back, which Gear Grind would take care of, but if something weird happens and I do lose my wide lens, I don't want to risk the 5% chance to miss, so Stealth Rocks will break the sash for me. This isn't buffed knockoff. It doesn't get the damage boost in this gen. So we're just stalling right now until he's out of Stealth Rocks. And then knockoffs. That's what I'm saying. If my wide lens gets knocked off, I'm not going to click a Gear Grind. I can just wild charge the Sharpedo. That's the idea, right? If I keep the wide lens, we could just send it. But I mean, at this point, I never really have to. That is interesting. He's going for rocks over knockoff. I would have thought he would have emptied his knockoffs first and then went stealth rocks. When I have no item... Oh, okay, there's... Knockoff gets -10 when you don't have an item. Yeah, I was gonna say, it feels like there's some weird modifier there. I guess that makes sense? I mean, that's fine. It is actually bonkers how much PP Growl gets when it's maxed. Like, that is nutty. Okay, must be out of Stealth Rocks now. Alright, knockoff 2. It's the second knockoff, right? Oh no, hold up, he's weaving. He's bobbing and weaving. That's kind of awkward. I don't want this guy to start struggling. He can't have many Stealth Rocks left. It only has 20 PP. He should have like 18 knockoffs left. That freaks me out a little bit. Yeah, he'd have to press Earthquake. That's a crit. Oh, that's actually quite a bit of damage. Okay, we'll synth. Yeah, that's true. He wouldn't click EQ until he's out of everything else. So as soon as I see the first Earthquake come out, I can just go Kling Klang. I can take another crit. It's super fine. Yeah, he has 9 Earthquakes left, so that'll be more than enough to set up on it. That'll be enough. Yeah, we don't even have to count this. We just go until we see an Earthquake come out, and then he's going to have 8 left. And then once I go into Kling Klang, he'll have 7 left. Yeah, we're super chilling. We're so fine. Yeah, I gotta be careful because, like, knockoff crit into Earthquake crit could be deadly. Earthquake crit is gonna do a lot. My Meganium has pretty bad IVs, unfortunately. I'm just kind of relying on its natural bulk here. I can probably use one of my elixirs on Meganium later on. So I'm okay to use all my synths up here. We should be getting close. As soon as we see an Earthquake come out, it's go time. He's only crit me once so far, knock on wood. Yeah, poor Grimsley. This guy is doomed to getting PP stalled for eternity. I guess that's why the casting couch is in there. Maybe that's his thing. He's into that. Almost at it. This poor Crocodile, bro. Guy's probably so tired. I actually probably should have been counting because I'm going to run out of synth here in a minute. And if I get like double crit, I think Meganium could die. I mean, that's like really fiction, but... Alright, last synth. Alright, man. You gotta be done soon, right? Like, he's at -6 attack, but, you know, crits don't care. Alright, show me Earthquake here, dude. Show me Earthquake. I don't love this. Okay, we hit the double protect. Huge. Okay, dude. That was literally perfect timing. Okay, we hit the double protect. So, because we saw Earthquake come out means it has expended all of its other PP, so ability storage is no longer shackling Earthquake. So we can safely go into Levitate Kling Klang and go crazy. If you've been keeping up with this run, you know what's about to happen. We've done this many, many times. My goat. So now that knockoff is no longer an issue, you can't get rid of my wide lens. We're shifting gears, baby. We can safely get the full 6-pack too. We can go all the way to the moon. And the reason I don't want this guy to go fully down to struggle is because in Gen 5, the AI takes like 25% recoil. So it would essentially kill itself too fast for me to fully set up on it. And again, I don't know that I need the full 6-pack, but I'd rather not have to question it because at +6, nothing's living. Moxie's such a poser, bet the guy can't even drive a manual. Alright, you got me. I never learned to drive a manual. You gonna teach me, dude? I would love to learn. This is true. I'm a fraud. I don't know how to shift gear in real life. I live vicariously through Kling Klang here. So our speed is maxed out because we get +2 speed and +1 attack for each shift gear. So we're just boosting for attack now. Sheesh. All right, 2 more to go. This has been one of the really fun parts of the Drayano Gauntlet rule set. For me is I typically ban setup, but as kind of a trade-off, right? We've been doing no calcs but allowing setup, at least some of us have. So that's been kind of a fun like way to get back into that. And honestly, it can be such a fun little puzzle to figure out a PP stall. They're not all as clean as this, you know, sit there with Meganium and just bedge. Like some of them are really involved. You really have to think through it. All right, that is, we're +6. It is time. I'm not going to waste any gear grinds. I can just do like 2 high horsepowers. Well, yeah, no reason not to. Again, I'm a little light on PP restoration items. I know Meganium definitely needs an elixir. And then we did get the rocks up on their side too, so we get a little bit of extra chippage. Alright, Honchkrow. We can wild charge you. Level up is nice. That'll definitely help in the next fight. Every little bit we can get. Sharpedo is the sashed one. This does have protect speed boost, but even if it theoretically double protects, you're never going to outspeed me, so... Drapion, we can high horsepower. Let me make sure there's no like air balloon or anything weird. Yeah, scope lens. I gotta admit, this set is pretty diabolical. Scope lens, sniper, storm throw. Storm throw always crits. Gets the sniper boost. Pretty crazy. But not crazy enough. It's Zoroark! What? Ugh! Wait, that means Drapion's coming in next? No way! That's Grimsley. Definitely the easiest one. Oh, wait, he has a Tyranitar too. My bad. My bad. Night night. Yeah, I BM'd him calling the early GG. That's on me. Please don't tell the TOs. I want to keep playing. I'm saving my gear grinds. We're going to need them. All right. It's been fun, but it's time to get serious. I saved the hardest one for last outside of champion. Caitlyn is the one who I've been losing sleep over, man. Oh, boy. It's time. No, Caitlyn is a double. Caitlyn's a double. I remember on my original Hardcore Plus winning run when this game came out, Caitlyn was also the hardest one. So I guess that's just a constant variable. She's just a bit of a beast in every timeline, I suppose. Okay, do not want to misclick on Drifblim. I want the pre-damage. Like, her team Like, they're bulky. They all hit incredibly hard. Her team is disgusting. Alright. We want Protect on Kling Klang. Wild Charge is a TM. We can get it back if we need it. High Horsepower is not, though. Alright, we got 2 little toys we've been saving for, like, the whole run. There have been a few times I've been tempted to use my toys, but I held strong. And now we're gonna reap the rewards. So you get 2 eject buttons in this game. And I did manage to save them both, and we're gonna use them both in this fight. We're using 2 Ejecto-Cetos, baby. Jolteon and Magcar, go get them. Alright, let's see. We can go ahead and Elixir you, I think. You're just kind of a backup in this fight. Elixirs are limited, yeah, I only have a few. Absol's gonna get a life orb. Alright. Okay, good. You're chilling. Yeah, we'll go ahead and heal up Meganium. You're not gonna need more than 5 Sucker Punches. You should be fine. And then you're fine. Yeah, let's go ahead and heal Meganium up just in case. Alright, let's see. We'll max Elixir. Alright, that's the only one I had. So Meganium should be good on the moves that matter most. Yeah. Oh, right. Max, regular elixirs tend to everything, and then max is just full. Okay. So the pre-damage on Drifblim, I'm going to be attempting to bait some kills from Caitlyn. Baiting the kills, I'm not so worried about. I just have no idea if there's any sort of like overlap, what that looks like, and that's what scares me. There's going to be blood this fight. I think it's just a matter of how much bloodshed. We are definitely going to lose some stuff this fight. And that is by design. I just want to keep the deaths minimal because I need as many tools as I can afford for the champion. Alright, last member of the Elite Four until the champ fight. You've been giving me nightmares, Caitlyn. I gotta end this today. We can't do this anymore. Oh god, she's such a monster. Oh man. Oh, I saw her texting someone. I think it's Brock. I don't like that. I think she's texting Brock right now. Telling him to get the gym ready. I'm not doing it. Alright. You got your pre-damage. Your burn is healed off. I wonder... You know what? On Grimsley, I could have stayed burnt. I could have protected turn 1 on Grimsley to get one more burn chip. That actually might have been pretty nice. Oh, nothing I can do about it now. Yeah, I feel like that might have been a little more optimal. I don't know. See, I don't need Wild Charge on anything. Yeah, we got the almighty Gear Grinder. You got your Life Orb, you got 5 Suckers, that's plenty. And everything has Protect. Everything that needs it. Alright, this is the big one. Alright, this is a double battle. She has some nasty tricks up her sleeve. Let's go. She's going to be leading with Musharna and Slowbro. So, I don't really know the scoring of Trick Room. I'm assuming Musharna will take a kill if it sees it. I don't know if Trick Room can override that. I've tried to prepare 2 different lines for both situations. Trick Room going up is definitely worse. But here's the deal. So Musharna does have Shadow Ball. My Drifblim is minus special defense with a 5 special defense IV. So I'm kind of hoping Musharna just sees kill here. I'd rather not see Trick Room. It gets pretty messy if I do. Slowbro, I'm not too worried. It has Ice Beam. Drifblim should definitely be dead to Ice Beam with my stat spread because it's a plus special attack Slowbro. What I am a little concerned about is Scald. Scald and Psychic are awkward. But I don't think those would outright see kills. Worst case, I think there might be like overlapping roles there. But yeah, I'm really hoping Musharna just... Oh, yeah, if I had taken that extra burn chip on Grimsley, I think that could have locked in a Shadow Ball for sure. Yeah, let's hope this thing sees a kill here. So we're gonna protect to try to bait a kill. Neither of them should see kill into Kling Klang. Slowbro does have Fire Blast, but my Kling Klang is quite bulky. It's non-stab, so I'm not really worried about that from full. And we're gonna start setting up Kling Klang. Alright, I want to see them double in the Drifblim here. I want to see Shadow Ball and I want to see Ice Beam. Okay, good. Oh, shit. Okay, I guess it didn't see kill. It Trick Roomed. Okay, I prepared for this, but it's not pretty. This is gonna get pretty messy, folks. We have to stall out Trick Room. Okay. So Musharna could Shadow Ball in the Drifblim, or it could Dazzling Gleam. What I also don't know, information I don't have, I don't know if Trick Room has like an override score. Like, I don't know if Trick Room just overrides a kill if you meet the conditions. So it's like maybe it sees kill. All right, this is turn 1 of Trick Room. It's 5 turns long.